Hey. Hey! I got a problem. You hear me or you listening? You hear me or you listening? Both? Both? Hey! I got a problem. Before I continue, most of y'all don't have no values or no morals, so I have a question. Like a real question. What's more valuable? A life or your taste buds? I can't hear you. I said, what's more valuable? Your life or your taste buds? What is more valuable? Your life or your taste buds? You know what I found confusing growing up? Why everybody didn't drink breast milk? Why we didn't get the milk straight from the cow? Cause I'm from Texas. Keep in mind, I'm from Texas, Dallas, Texas, Cedar Hill, Texas, Oak Cliff, Texas. So I'm from the country, right? I'm in the country. I'm going to the country. We don't get the milk straight from the cow. We barely drink the cow's milk. And we drinking it and getting sick. Achoo, achoo, snot bubbles. Snot bubbles on a baby. Cause you're trying to get your baby to drink formula. Formula for who? Formula for what? Time out. What are we formulating? This shouldn't be a math problem. This shouldn't be a problem of chemistry. Why are we trying to take another species and make it part of our species? Because it has DNA, like you do. It has DNA. Why can your mom not produce her own breast milk? Why is your mom getting pregnant and don't have no breast milk for you? That's a problem. That is a problem. Why is the cow that you're getting the milk from producing 10 times the amount of milk of a normal cow? That's a problem. That's a problem. So we have a problem, right? That you can't. The problem is you're not even healthy enough to produce milk for your own baby. You're so busy. You're so disconnected from your temple. You're so disconnected from your consciousness. You're so disconnected from your love energy that you don't even have enough energy to make milk for your baby to stay alive. You can't even produce milk for your baby to stay alive. You're a disgrace. How do you manage to live your life every day and feed your kids formula? You don't even know what you're formulating. Why do we need a formula? Because you couldn't live up to your motherly duties. You sure did get pregnant though. And that ain't happened on accident. This wasn't no Virgin Mary situation. You're going out into this world and getting busted down. You're trading demons with people's DNA. And it's becoming part of your DNA. Your baby got somebody else's genes mixed in with the daddy genes and your genes. Because you couldn't keep your legs to yourself. And now, you don't even have enough vitamins and chemicals and enzymes inside of you to keep your own baby alive, and you didn't know what to do. You couldn't afford the own baby that you chose to create, a God-given gift, and you couldn't even give your gift back to it, which was your presence, which was your love energy. So now you lacking something that you should have already brought to the table. When you want to give your baby formula. I'm not gonna say that that's besides the point, but I'm gonna go somewhere else so I don't stay stuck on formula, because that alone kills people. That alone is cancerous. That alone is enough to talk about for the next 10, 20 million years. Because people are so disrespectful. We talking about my parents. We talking about their parents. We talking about their grandparents. We talking about our grandkids. We talking about this whole 500, 200 year time span. Are you just giving your kids formula? What are you formulating? Tell me. Let me know. I want to know. What are we actually formulating? You mixing your water with powder. You mixing your quote-unquote clean water, quote-unquote baby water with powder. 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 You know like you make bread, whole grains, whole wheat, flour, sugar, donuts, and you feeding your kids water powder. Water powder. Yeah, my kid hungry. I'm finna feed him some more water powder. Yeah, they crying all night. I'm finna feed them some more water. Why you think they crying? Nobody wanna eat no water powder. Give me some fruit. Give me some fruit. I am a fruitarian. I don't want your water power. Yes, I'm finna cry all night. Yes, I'm finna bite your chest. I want some titty milk. Why are you feeding me water powder? Water powder. And you thought that was okay. You thought that was acceptable. Simulac. They're trying to simulate what your body is lacking. Simulac. You're such a simp that they caught you lacking. You was lacking so bad, you couldn't even produce breast milk to keep your kids alive. And you worry about getting the bills paid. Now your kids growing up with all kind of genetic diseases and genetic alterations, and you can't put your finger on it. You can't figure out why. You trying to blame it on your mama and they grandma because they living like you is. You trying to blame it on your grandparents and all they was doing was saying yes, massa. Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes, master. So now you don't have time to spend on your loved, on your gifts, on a blessing and a presence of energy that you spent your life creating. You gave so much love energy to your children that you lack luster love inside of yourself. How are you lackluster with self-love? Because you gave it away to your kids. What are you doing to your kids? You starting their life out with Similac. Out the gate, your kids is GMO. Out the gate, just because you feeding them Similac. You trying to simulate what you lacking. What a disgrace. Then you don't even like buying fresh fruit and organic fruit. You gonna double, triple, quadruple up on the GMO. Even though it's the same price or cheaper, you gonna double, triple, quadruple up on a GMO. And still feed it to your kids. And take your time. All you had to do was buy a blender and water. They could drink their nutrients. They could drink the stuff that they need, but you want to feed them Similac. And they could have drunk their nutrients in the water that God gave them, in the gold that God gave them. Yes, water is liquid gold. Hydrogen is liquid gold. Prove me wrong. That's how you know that was a real sneeze. Y'all seen that slobber fall out. That's how you know when you sneezing, when you get to spitting. If you ain't spit, you ain't sneeze hard enough. Like I was saying, why are you still feeding your kids Similac? Why are you eating meat? Ye flesh of my flesh. Ye flesh of my flesh. Ye flesh of my flesh. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? Anything that you could possibly imagine, anything that is possibly tangible, is flesh of God. Oh, I don't believe in God. I don't think. Stop being scary. Anybody who tell you they don't believe in God is scared of God. Meaning they scared of the connection they have within their temple. Because the consciousness that they have has been damaging their temple so much that they're scared to go back in it. I was that person. Yes. That was me one day. Yes. I was a disgrace. Yes. About yesterday. I've only not been eating meat for about 2 years. So you gotta think. I've only not eaten meat for about 2 years, and I'm vegan. So you gotta imagine the type of thoughts and lifestyle that I live. I'm from the suburbs and I moved to the hood at about 14. I'm 18 now. I went vegan when I was 16. But you gotta actually think, use your brain. God gave you a brain. Maybe you've been doing too much thinking. Turn off your brain. It's a little button. It's an off button. You press it when you get comfortable. You press it when you're uncomfortable. You press it when you're scared. You press it when you feel an immense amount of love. Because that's the presence of God. But what is other animals really like? Anybody have a dog? Anybody have a cat? I'm just curious. Anybody have a cat or a dog? What's an animal? What do animals do? Where do they live at? What's their lifestyle like? Time out. Before we get to that, what's water? Can water die? Like, honestly, can water die? Can water stay alive? Is water immortal? Water is gold. Facts. Fact check me. Water is gold. Fact check me. Fact check me. Water is gold. The difference between the heavens and the earth is the waters. Everything is magnetic. Everything is electromagnetic. It's all frequencies. If your water is alive and you're on a low frequency, you're gonna feel all the waters. You're gonna feel all the frequencies. You're gonna feel all the radiation. Just on a low frequency. You're gonna be solid. You're gonna be dense. You're gonna be heavy. You're gonna be full of metals. Because you're attracted. You're attached. When you put metal in you, metal gets attached. You eat metal, metal gets attached. You're an electromagnetic being. You can't be one with the light if you have all these other attractions and detractions. It has two sides to polarity. And you're getting pulled from both of those sides when the only side you should have been getting pulled to is God. But the metals are in the foods. You can't stop by anywhere and not get nothing to eat without getting any metal. So you gotta think, how bad do I really want to eat? How much does my diet really affect my lifestyle? How much does my diet affect the way that I think? How much does my diet affect my chances of getting cancer? How much does my diet affect my lifespan? How much does my diet affect the love that I have within myself? How much does my diet affect the money that I'm gonna spend? How much does my diet affect the money that I'm gonna make? How much does my diet affect the experiences I have with my temple? How much does my diet affect the consciousness I have with my temple? How much does my diet affect my emotions and feelings I have with myself? If you can't answer those questions, you need to go find out what water is. You need to go find out why die is the number one thing in diet. You weren't meant to survive. Your mama wasn't meant to survive. Her grandmama wasn't meant to survive. That's why that's all they want to do. Whole time they supposed to be thriving. Whole time you supposed to be thriving. You out here trying to survive. You out here trying to make it to tomorrow when you should have been making it to 10 years from now. 100 years from now. 1,000 years from now. Eternity. The love of God. Eternal. It's eternal. You know, ether, like what's in the air and what's in the waters. Yeah, you. It's in the waters. It's in the air. You breathe. You don't have lungs. Show me somebody who don't got no lungs. I want to see them. I want to be the witness. They probably not from Earth. I put $1 million on it. I put $1 billion on it. They're probably not from Earth. They probably wasn't born here. And they probably not staying. So what you gonna do? You just gonna keep eating meat? You just gonna keep eating meat, right? Heavy heart. Heavy heart. Yeah, I said it. Heavy heart. You know the number one killer in America? You know the number one killer in America? It's not the dope boy on the block. It's not the dope boy on the block. It's cardiac arrest. Heart problems. Heart problems. Love. Lack of self-love. Anybody who love theyself, love their environment. Anybody who love theyself, love their actions. Anybody who love theyself, love the people around them. Anybody who loves theyself removes hatred off their heart. Anybody who loves theyself make a connection with God. Anybody who loves theyself knows that their only connection with God, that their most profound connection with God is through their self. Love is infinite. That's why you have people who happy to spend time in the presence of somebody else. They're surviving off that love energy. They're surviving off what they lacked within. They're surviving off not being able to thrive. They're surviving off being possessed. They feel love energy. They feel happiness. Temporary. Temporary. Happiness and love is different. You can love happiness and you can be happy about loving somebody. That's different. That's different. I'm gonna make a video about that. That's different. Happiness is not love. Happiness is not love. I'm going to say it again. Happiness is not love.